They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Now they'll try the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right back to the well. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
That's caught. It's Higgins. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
4th and short. I already called my 3rd down play knowing I was going for it on 4th down. So you better believe I got the play locked and loaded. We're going for it on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types.
Oh, look out! He's at the 30, inside the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers! when that receiver got free.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
North Carolina, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think...
A full dive to haul that one in. And the Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. The short hands. It's Higgins. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's right on target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. Looking to buy time. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Here we go.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Looks as if Clemson will have the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback checking the play. The back goes in motion. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they got him for the sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
Take over. First and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Running back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his tight end. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
North Carolina.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Catch in the middle. It's Perkins. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead. On
2nd down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And when it's third and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You could tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, and sometimes...
He's running free down the middle. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. One more snap coming before halftime. Running to the left. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Set on first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
To the ground. He's got it again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Reeves. Still running at the 40. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on teams. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And off to Jones. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pulls it in. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Louisville score, North Carolina 21, Clemson 14.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll give it to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Pulls and fired complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You're better.
Touchdown, UNC! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't quit on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After misfiring, it's second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Wolf. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Looking to throw it again. Dumps it to the back. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Movement here from the tight end. And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Obliterates him, still on the move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
There's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
First down here for the offense. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? At the 45, on his way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wide receiver shows motion. Shotgun snap on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it.
Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Defense was a little anxious there, got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. This quarterback part of their running game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. A run for the quarterback. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Fair catch called for and made. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. Looking left. Makes the grab. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Man, these are those situations as a defense, you know exactly what's coming. I'm going to play deep. The ball goes up in the air. If it's even close to a jump ball situation, I'm not trying to catch it. I'm batting the ball down, swatting it down, getting it to the ground so I don't get one of those miraculous tips and catch it.
Throws toward the end zone. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together